So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets.
And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? The referee has given a corner, and we have our very first corner. Gets his head on it! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and meant
a header! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Pedri. Now it's Shevchenko. Raul. Oh, good spread. And it's Messi. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Yamal. Barcelona keep calm in the face of danger. Aimed beyond the defence. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That has been slung wide. Yamal wants to run onto this. Serginho. And that's been intercepted.
that was well played, well stopped.
Yamal. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Napoli clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. And it's Hazard. Valverde. Drogba showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Yamal. Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Marquinhos makes a move down the right. Shevchenko is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Great pressure, plenty of it.
Raul really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Mohamed Salah, and he's had it nicked away. Van Bouten did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Tries to play it through. That's good play. Messi, upright and purposeful. Valverde is having a shot! It's their second corner of the game. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Looking for a runner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Messi. Tries to pass it through. Caught offside that time. Marquinhos. Dembele. Well, he's not going to get any further than that. Neymar is fouled. Neymar. He's got away. Goes for a shot! It's it! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Barcelona. And that signals the end of the first period. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. The second half then, just getting going.
Napoli clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just...
And Shevchenko! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's picked it up out wide. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Corner number 3 coming up. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neymar. Well, we always look the favourite there. Serginho. Serginho running with the ball. He won't be happy with that one.
Napoli really are packing the box now.
Yeah, it does seem to be something of a numbers game they're playing.
Well, it's exactly the right approach, Peter. If you can deliver quality balls from out wide, you need to make sure there's someone on the end of it. Simple.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Neymar! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that is well cleared. And it's Neymar. He's had a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And that was very necessary. And here's Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Drogba, who does have an assist to his name. And he cuts out the supply. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Dembele, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Serginho going after that. Serginho is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He has found the way through. Shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get... Oh, it's fallen loose again! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Shevchenko! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That's an imaginative pass. Neatly clipped into space. And he thumps it clear. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Looking to play him in. Dembele. Yamal cuts out the pass. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Valverde. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. A wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Numero 18. Hazard, numero 7, lasciano il campo per il numero 20, il numero 8.
Corner number 2 then.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Girassi! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
McTominay, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Nice. And shapes to shoot! Adams clears without hesitation.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 27 viene sostituito con il numero 6.
Yamal. Yamal's cross. Impressive jump. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, good effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. It's a quick ball upfield. Messi. Can he get it through? Challenge just a bit on the firm
Ci
side.
saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
He's a sharp little ball here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Pedri. Now it's Girassi. Oh, strongly challenged there. Yamal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi is the guilty party there. And there goes the final whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. he is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy.
Oh, they could be caught out here. He's found a way through. Mbappe! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He is through here. He has found a way through. Shot, surely! And that's in. 2-0, and in next to no time. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And yes, it's him again. Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now he's off and running. And it's Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Hazard.
Oh, great feat, that.
Crosses it in here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Hazard with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength, the sort of desire we hope will spread.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Serginho, rapid and full of intent. Oh, good line! It's a goal! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Well, the defence proved in... He's had a shot! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Yamal steaming forward at pace. Kante did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Shevchenko. And it's Beckham. Mbappe.
Napoli are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Beckham. Paris Saint-Germain have got it back and they'll have another go. Drop header! Well taken goal. They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. De Bruyne, oh, they can break here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Hazard picks it up out wide. He's got away. Valverde purring through the gear. And the finish! He's played it long. Beckham running with intent. That has ended up in no man's land. Beckham, the regular corner taker. Beckham goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. The most accurate pass. And this is Shevchenko. Now, who's going to be first to this? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Oh,
that's well spotted. Can he get it through? Tries to play it through, and he welcomes... And Shevchenko! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Beckham with the short one. He's having a shot! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. So there was the first half.
I think it shows you the danger of not killing off the game when you've got the opportunity. It might be level on paper, Peter, but we know who has the momentum now to go on and win this.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. And so we're off again. Alexander-Arnold. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Oh, he's having a go! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
In across. Oh, and the shot! Superb goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and...
Chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Cambio di giocatori.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And it's Hazard. Serginho. He's shifting through the gears here. Hazard. Oh, that's delightful. He's picked his way through. Nice interception, well timed. Now it's Neymar. PSG on the counter-attack.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 81.000
Looks a foul.
spettatori.
Yeah, the referee's given it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Knocks it back. That could spell trouble. And he's managed to get free. And he's in on shapes to shoot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Alexander-Arnold. It's gone for a throw-in.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 18. Hazard. Lascia il campo per il
And back to the
numero 20.
goalkeeper. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least.
He leaps for it! And he hits the net! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Just one in it now. Oh, good effort! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Played into the box. De Bruyne. And he's had it nicked away. And here's Drogba.
Drogba really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Yamal. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Chance here to counter. Yamal. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Van Balten cuts it out. Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. Looking for options for movement. He's onside. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Terrific effort. Another one of football's and how moments.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Messi viene sostituito con il numero 6, Park Ji-sung.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Yildiz with the cross.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
In again. Chance for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11.
So we have further activity on the bench here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Dembele gets... Dembele! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Goulet, who does have an assist to his name, perfectly measured that, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. No foul, says the referee. Yamal. We are into stoppage time. Pedri. He shifted it to the flank. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, he's been caught napping! De Bruyne. And that is a little undercooked. Can he get on the end of this? The ball goes in. Khan deals with that nice and simple. Neymar. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Goulet. How they wanted to win. They did everything to win, but time has beaten them. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's a great sense of excitement emanating from this great stadium in the north of Rome. It is intriguing, charming, truly exciting. It is time for them to cross swords again. And that gets things running. Bebeto, one half, of course, of one of the deadliest strike partnerships in history.
Yeah, he's the perfect fit for a fox-in-the-box type player, as he's got surprisingly good vision and an eye for a pass that allowed him to play more creative roles.
Whilst remaining, of course, a genuinely prolific goal-scorer. A 29-goal season, a 25-goal season during his stint in Spain.
And people will, of course, remember him for coming up with one of football's most iconic celebrations too.
Serginho! Can he get on the end of this? Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Serginho. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Dembele receives it in a wide position. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well read, and the danger is averted. That's been cut out, well played. Looking to play him in. Well, that's well spotted.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Hazard with the delivery. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pedri. And it's Valverde. Drogba. That's the keeper's ball.
Napoli really are packing the box now.
Yeah, it does seem to be something of a numbers game they're playing.
Well, it's exactly the right approach.
And Bebeto! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Rangers! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
First breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Messi! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! That is a gem! An absolute gem! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Neatly clipped into space. Kaká picks it up out wide. He is just caressing the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Valverde. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Oh, that's a key interception. Serginho. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Hazard with the delivery. Impressive, John. It's in. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart.
Real chance! And that's a sharp finish. And the lead lost, no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Azar. That has not gone well. Just past the 40th minute mark. Now it's Drogba. Yamal. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Azar. Probing pass. Puyol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Pass somewhat off target. That'll be a throw-in. Moore. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Ødegaard. Bebeto. And that signals the end of the first period. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. Rangers kick off the second half. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a throw. Pinches it off him. Adams. Pedri. Can he get it through? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Pedri. Van Bouten. Pedri. Yamal. And this is Messi. Hangs one. Oh, good effort! They've scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Ball's gone out of play. Well, that pass isn't the best. He's having a pop! Oh, he's done it! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Rangers drag themselves back again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
He can run onto that. Adams unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Di quest'oggi è di 80.113 spettatori.
He's being urged to shoot. Very nicely done. And we have our very first corner. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And now they can spring out of defence. Moore. Showing good feet. That is good strength. And he's being shifted off it. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's a promising position. Oh, that's neat. Has to go back here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Played down the flank. Messi in acres of space out wide. Tchouaméni defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Not much subtlety about that challenge. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Spread it left. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Alexander-Arnold is in a really good position out wide. Goes down, but nothing given.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Yamal, and here's Valverde. Tchouaméni calmly anticipates. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Lovely bit of skill. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's having a go! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Odegaard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 18, Hazard. Numero 27, numero 19. Lasciano il campo per il numero 20, il numero 6, Park Ji-sung, il numero 5.
All hands on deck for this one. Alexander-Arnold goes short. He's had a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Serginho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's a loose ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Can he finish? And it's come back out to him. Oh, that could be pivotal! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Napoli just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim, so how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers, but he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
He has a look up. There's the shot! It's fallen kindly here. Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Oh, that's well spotted. Balde kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Howson. Hazard. Can he get on the end of this? Bale has the space to scheme. Brilliantly cut out. Pedri. Well read, nice interception. Hazard. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Not the most accurate pass. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Hazard, good, strong midfield running here. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. He's having a good look here. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. Bale! Now who's going to be... He'll try from distance! Oh, it's a vicious effort. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Chance! And the keeper's glad to see the back of that.
Look, you've got to have the perfect feel in your boots to pull those off.
Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Pass somewhat off target. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it...
Olise! And he was there to get a vital touch.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And here's Bale. Yamal.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, good effort! And he's quick to get rid.
Manchester United really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding...
Gets his head on it! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. What a throw in. Hazard. Cherki. Bale. Cherki.
Napoli have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's a throw-in. Kubasi. Olise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Yamal gets on his bike and on the move. And here's Messi. He's found a way through. Messi stood his ground strongly. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that's fabulous. Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Hazard gets into a good position. He's picked his way through. In with the challenge. Hazard, distributed tidily. Hazard, this is promising. That's been cut out, well played. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it
There
go.
will be 1 minute added time.
Balde was in no mood for any of that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's looking wide. Serginho, bullish header! And that is the end of the first half. So a fascinating half, full of talking points, not least that last very, very late one.
Please take this
And we are up to the break.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 21, Shevchenko. Coming on the field is...
And we get things going
13,
again.
Mbappe.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Olise. He's shifting through the gears here. Nicely weighted ball. Serginho. Hazard. That's a good ball out wide. Mbappe. Oh, that was vital.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
And here's Olise. Hazard. So what can they make of this? And it's Serginho. Valverde. Floated through.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Bale is in a really good position out wide. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Manchester United with the corner, they're first. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. And there's green grass ahead of him. Hazard has it out wide and in space. Valverde. Pau Kubasi does well to get it back. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's really well cleared. Threads one in. Now that's well seen too. Rijkaard. Oh, played through for the wide man. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And this is... It's Bale! Played out to the left flank. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position.
Tries a shot! He's got a goal! They've done it! Finally, they've broken through. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Serginho, header! No, not the best of headers.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Adams is there, and he can pick it up. Looking for a runner. And that pass isn't the best. And he goes cross-field. Olise. Well, that looks a decent ball. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's managed to get free.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Olise. And that's another good win of the ball. Well, that has not gone well. Look at the space. Mbappe! And a neat finish. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Substitutions taking place.
Manchester United have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Manchester United are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Looking for the run. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's McTominay. Pedri. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Messi. Referee has just said play on. That's a little off target. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's whipped it across. Keeper has taken decisive action. And the shot!
Well, the goalkeeper's a lucky boy there.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
He is just caressing the ball. Yildiz with the cross. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
And now, please turn towards
What are
the
your
screen
thoughts on
for
today's
a
game then,
special
Jim?
presentation
Well, Peter,
featuring
I
our
really
guest
couldn't see what
performances.
this...
It is edge of the seat time here, their place in the league at stake.
Hello, everybody,
Great for the
and welcome
neutrals,
to today's
utterly
match.
unbearable for anyone with a vested interest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. Van Basten! No, not the best of headers. Pinches it off him. Van Basten gets across to intercept that. Yamal. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Triol. Van Basten.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's picked his way through.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's tidy. He's found a way through. There's the header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Now it's Drogba. Tries to play it through. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Somewhat off target. Now it's Van Basten. Messi. Yamal. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. So what can they make of this? Now it's Brahim Diaz. And it's Pedri. Valverde. A couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Hazard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Gerrard. He's looking wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what has happened here? Has to go back here. Flashes. Chance! Another headed effort. Again, not the most fruitful.
Celtic really need to convert one of these chances now. This service is good, but the finishing is pretty wasteful.
Spread to the right. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Not the most accurate pass. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Celtic clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing.
Oh, great leap! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Celtic with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Van Basten. Yamal.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Brahim Diaz. Has a look and plays it forward. That's destined for the flank. Oh, that's fabulous. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Serginho. Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there. Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's managed to get free. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Oh, that's an own
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Marquinhos wins the duel this time. And he's intervened well there. Great vision. Brahim Diaz providing an outlet on that flank. Valverde.
Napoli certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
He is through. Oh, good effort. Beckham. That has been slung wide. Now it's Brahim Diaz. He has found the way through. Threads one in. Brahim Diaz delivers. It'll be a throw-in. Pedri. Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Yamal is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
There will be one more
Petit
added time.
picks it up out wide. Valverde. Now it's Yamal. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
With the owner of a blue
So that was the first
car
half,
outside the
and we
stadium
will be
gate,
back with the second
kindly
half
remove
shortly.
it, as it is about to be towed away. Substitution for Celtic. Number 10, Mohamed Salah. Coming on to replace him is number 22, Messi.
And we get things going again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And here's Drogba. Muscular approach does pay off here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Serginho. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now there's decent chance! He's got away, and he decides to cross it. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And that's going to be a booking.
Substitution for Celtic. Number 12.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. And this is Drogba. A long shooting chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Number 21, Shevchenko. Number 20, Hazard. Number 2, Adams. Number 3, Franz Beckenbauer.
Messi, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Shevchenko. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. And it's Hazard. Beckenbauer. Oh, good spread. And this is Shevchenko. Your impression so far, Jim?
Napoli are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
And this is Messi. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Beckham. Valverde. Yamal. Messi. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Yamal is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Right, Shevchenko. Gerrard.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Chance for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Shevchenko really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitutions taking place.
Celtic have their second corner now. Beckham plays it short. And that's played. There's the shot! And he's stuck it away! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Now, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
After 74 minutes is number 22, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And here's Drogba. Messi. Costa Curta. Gerrard. Valverde. It's a really well-measured ball. Lovely pass, but Shevchenko! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, it was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Substitution.
So, third corner of the game. Beckham goes short. There's the header! And that really should have been that. Celtic get their fourth corner. And he shoots! Another one of football's and how moments. They're up to 5 corners now. And this is Messi. That's an excellent interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Engages and forces him off the ball. Park Ji-sung.
Napoli really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Hazard.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And he's being shifted off it. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Added minutes has been indicated.
And this is Drogba. Gerrard. Now it's Shevchenko. That's going wide left. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Hazard. And reclaimed it in a trice. McTominay. Now it's Drogba. No, again there's no way through. And that will be it. It's the day when it all caught up with them. The whole season has been a campaign of struggle, and it reaches an unfortunate end. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, I felt this was inevitable. You don't get to this point unless you are poor consistently, and so it's proven. They were never in a good place from a confidence perspective, and I didn't really fancy their chances at any stage.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
It's Ronaldinho. Great defending, strong and determined. He's had it taken off him. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I see this guy, Upamecano, as a very modern-day centre-back. Quick, good with his feet, confident moving the ball out of defence. I mean, if you're a team like many of the good ones that like to play out from the back, then this Frenchman really is your perfect fit.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Pedri is there to clear.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Now it's Hazard, just eases him off the ball. What a throw in. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Pedri. Yamal. De Ligt. Now Di Marco. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Pedri. Ødegaard. Aimed beyond the defence. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. It's Ronaldinho! Ronaldinho! Has there ever been the like? He's got himself an absolute peach. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
The first breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposite.
He'll try from distance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Valverde, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
It'll be a throw-in. Pedri. Hakimi gets a foot in here. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
You can run onto that. And that is expertly dealt with. That's a lovely, neat pass. Could move up a gear here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Priol cuts it out. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he's managed to get rid. Ronaldinho can so cleverly bypass the press. Van Balten gets across to intercept that. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Democratic Republic of Congo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific effort! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Ronaldinho gets a good foot in there. Looking to play him in. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Messi receives it in a wide position. And the referee has blown for half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supporters have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So right back into the action.
Napoli really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on.
Shoot! And Iker Casillas somehow saves it. It's a good run, that. Great timing.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with one there. Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed. Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
De Ligt cuts out the pass. Well, that looks a decent ball. Messi. Diouf shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. Back could it go? Shapes to shoot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Pedri. Now it's Drogba. It's a really well-measured ball. Yamal. And no, he's seen through all of that. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Ødegaard. Upamecano. That's a smartly directed ball. There will be a throw-in. And it's Azar. Pedri. Looking for options for movement. Here gets his head on it! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Petri with the cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Out for a throw.
Changement. Le numéro 16, le numéro 17, Messi, le numéro 8, le numéro 10.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Le numéro 4.
Napoli really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, that's fabulous. Showing good feet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Tries to pass it through. Ronaldinho looking understandably energised after his goal. He's picked his way through.
Oh, great feat, that.
Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Here's a shot! Mighty close.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Changement en cours.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
And that has put paid to that. Goes for a shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
Lamine Yamal has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible. Democratic Republic of Congo couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Now it's Drogba. Spread it left. Yildiz. Can he get it through? Serginho's and a header! And no mistake! Do not write them off! Back they come! Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
It's a promising position, and he decides to cross it.
Democratic Republic of Congo really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Park Ji-sung wins the duel this time, and that's gone loose. Adams. Messi. Over to the right flank. Yamal, he's found a way through. He slid. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Can he? Will he? Oh, great save by Dina! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Shifted it to the flank.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Not the most convincing of passes. Batistuta is herring after that one. That's a throw. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. We are into stoppage time. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Yamal. Vitinha. That's destined for the flank. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. And there goes the final whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this, and I think the result is quite fair.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So we're very much on the way now.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Yamal has it out wide and in space. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Good ball, good take. Serginho. Now then, the ball's come loose. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Yamal. And he's managed to get free. Hazard, always goal side. Big chance! And that was very necessary. Valverde shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Valverde clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, that was vital. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, this looks sharp. And he's intervened well there.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. De Bruyne. Neither side yet able to find the net. Gets a good foot in there. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Looking for options for movement. Van der Vaart. Van der Vaart gets flagged offside. Yamal is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Tries a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off. Napoli really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Yamal carries the ball down the right. Pedri. And it's Pedri. Oh, that's delightful. He's found a way through. Very nicely done. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Yamal. Tries to play it through. And he cuts out the supply. Yamal.
Barcelona genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Van der Vaart looking for the run. Pass is just off target.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
There will be a throw-in. It's going to be another throw. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? He's shifting through the gears here.
Drogba really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Valverde. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. And it's Valverde. It's run loose here. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So the action resumes.
Napoli really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Stood up well to him there. Pedri. Drogba. Goes for a shot! Well taken goal. They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Ah, good steal. He just read it. He has found a way through. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Incoming to... Bullish header! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Drogba certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Rodri. That's a nicely weighted pass. Adams did well to stay calm there. Van Basten was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Yamal. And here's Drogba. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, it's come loose. And the finish! Fantastic from Van Basten. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And they've got their lead back. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Tries to pass it through. Hazard. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now he's running away. Deftly away. Out for a throw.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Rodri. It's Van der Vaart. Oh, that's fabulous. Foot in. Pedri. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. And here's Valverde. And here's Drogba. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Chance! And that's a good finish. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 2.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Quite a game this, all square again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
That could spell trouble. He won't be happy with that one. Nicely weighted ball. He is, and the shot! Yamal gets it away. And here's McAllister. McAllister cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Pedri. And it's Valverde. Valverde. Serginho. Nicely shaped cross.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So we have further activity on the bench here. Nuno Mendes. He's found space here. Danielson has it in a wide position. That is lovely. Oh, this is a great position. Can he get it through? Can he latch on to this? Danielson unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Danielson! Danielson! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Barcelona now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
McAllister.
Habrá 6 minutos de descuento.
Not the most accurate pass. Van Bouten. Pedri. Now that looks a decent ball. McAllister. Great vision. That is a great pick out. There's the shot! Yildiz. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's there to belt it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The Signal Iduna Park, located in Dortmund. It really is a tremendous arena. So we're up and running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender. Also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Now it's Musiala. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Oh no, this does not look good. Messi picks it up out wide. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He has found the way through. Van Bouten. Gullit makes a move down the right. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. So what can they make of this? Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Can he get it through? Oh no, that was never going to make it. Triol. And this is Batistuta. He's found the way through. And it's Ronaldinho.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
That is a great pick out. Ronaldinho. And he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Ronaldinho. Good read, needed to be. Goes for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And the finish! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
He's shifting through the gears here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pedri going face-to-face with his great rival. Triol. Mbappe makes a dash for it, and the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Valverde. Abdulhamid calmly anticipates.
Napoli really are packing the box now.
Yeah, it does seem to be something of a numbers game they're playing.
Well, it's exactly the right approach, Peter. If you can deliver quality balls from out wide, you need to make sure there's someone on the end of it. Simple.
Ronaldinho plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Played towards the other side.
Napoli truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
He's got away. The cut back.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's looking wide. Out of play for a goal kick. Great vision. Messi, he is through here. Hoisted in. There's the header! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well read, nice interception.
Added time.
Pedri. Valverde. Defending was strong and firm. Chance here to counter. Oh, well measured. Oh, important interception. So, a temporary halt to the action. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitution in progress.
So we're off again.
Napoli really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And here's Drogba. Some resolute defending there. Oh, they can break here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Shevchenko does well to get it back. Yamal. That's a good foray he's making.
That's good play from him.
And here's Messi. Shevchenko. It's a promising position. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he...
Musiala! It's anyone's ball now. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Hullet. Nicely weighted ball. It's out of play for a goal kick. Van Bouten. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Napoli clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Can he get on the end of this? Messi, he's picked his way through. Oh, good climb! And he has kept it out somehow.
Hazard is offering a right smile there.
Triol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Pedri running with the ball. Oh, that's fabulous.
Napoli really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And Hullet! Valverde. Sergio, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He is through here. And this is Hazard. Serginho's cross. And he's taking no chances there. Now that looks a decent ball. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And that has not gone well. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Threads one in. And he's well positioned here. Oh no, what has happened here? Pedri. And it's Valverde. Bartra cuts it out. Looking for a runner. Adams. It's Pedri. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Hazard. Number 27, Serginho. Number 7, Federico Valverde. Coming on the field, number 20, Yudis. Number 6, Park Ji-sung. Number 8, McTominay.
Camavinga getting this one clear. Good play on the left-hand side here. Aims beyond the defence. Ronaldinho in acres of space out wide. Pull it. And there's the shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Great ball if he can get there. And he's cut it out.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game.
Could be danger here. He's got away. Musiala! And that is doing no harm at all. Park Ji-sung is one whose deliveries we all know about. McTominay.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pedri. Musiala running with intent. Ronald chance, surely! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip.
And we're done. In the end then, no joy. A better team on the day. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So, just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.